What up, everybody? This is Chef Jack Harris at the Talk Team Podcast.
This is Jade with the Jessica Northrup team from Denver, Colorado, and you are listening to the Real Talk Podcast.
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk with our good friend and commercial specialist at Compass, Jake Velasquez. Jake, welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Good.
Danielle's here with us.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice.
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh man, I'm stoked that you're here, man. This is our second Friday Fire breakfast.
Second.
We're at the Jones, located in NoHo on Great Jones Street. Our good friend Chef Jack Harris is also here, just walked past us. He's manning the kitchen right now. And I just wanted to talk about Jake's business, how he's doing with his commercial activities, what kind of leases he's working on, and a little background story about how he got into the business, which is probably very interesting for our listeners. And Danielle has a set of questions. He's my co-host today, so sit back and enjoy. Jake, please tell me a little bit about yourself, where you came from, how you got into Compass, Urban Compass, how you met Rob.
Yeah. Well, first, thanks for having me. I think last time I was 45 minutes late.
Yeah, you were.
So I appreciate you having me back, despite that. So, I got into real estate at 18 years old. It was my grandfather. His friend was the president of a developer called Rockroach. Which then became TF Cornerstone.
It used to be TF Cornerstone, where they split.
No, Rockroach split, then TF and Rockroach. So,
it was the brothers. Tom and Fred.
Yeah. So I was just a shower of like apartments. No intention to be in real estate, but I ended up really liking it. Through that, I met a friend who we worked at like a chop shop brokerage together. It was like a Craigslist brokerage.
What was it called?
Anchor.
Oh yeah,
Anchor Smith.
they're so right. All right. We don't like to talk bad about our competitors here.
Sorry, I'll take that.
I'll good. Keep it.
I worked there, so I can.
Wait, but are they chop shop, or they're still around? I think
They're sort of like a Craigslist brokerage.
Yeah, they're still around. Yeah.
But I worked there for 6 months and like became friends with this kid Zach, and he ended up leaving for a company called Urban Compass, which at the time I think was like 10 employees. I was at that time like 21, and he somehow got me an interview. I was still taking classes in college and everything, so I didn't think I had any chance to get a job, but luckily, I guess Rob or Gordon or one of them liked me. Actually, I think Rob initially said he didn't think I was confident enough. But whatever, at least they hired me. And I started at Urban Compass in 2013, March 2013.
With Zach.
With Zach as a neighborhood specialist with the red backpack and everything. And it was 2 months before we launched Urban Compass with Mayor Bloomberg in May. And then, so I worked in residential for a couple of years, and then along the way, just decided it wasn't for me. Met Dave Graff when he joined, and got into commercial leasing 4 years ago.
What was it like in the early days of Urban Compass, before brokers were even present?
I think it was more similar to like any startup that goes through like pivot changes and turbulence. So there was like a split between people that really believed in the company, or people that got into a company thinking it would be a tech company and started to realize that it was a real estate company. So I think there was a lot of like tension between those types of employees, and unfortunately it led to like a lot of turnover, especially when we switched to the commission agent model.
Right.
But it was obviously the right idea. Once we did that, it kind of like took off. So. The early days before that, I think, was like sort of a dark period.
Right, because the engineers thought they were disrupting brokers.
Yeah.
That's why they joined.
And then the brokers were now joining them, and it went from disrupting brokers to helping brokers, which I don't know if everyone was on board with.
Right.
But now, like you were saying before, there's engineers that are passionate about changing real estate. But back then, it was a little different.
Did you sense that when you got off the salary model to the commission model, that you would also leave the industry like the other brokers? Because, to tell you the truth, I think you're one of the only ones that made it through the whole process to this day. The change from urban compass to compass to this day.
So actually, when they switched to commission, I was like closing a lot of deals as a neighborhood specialist. So within like 30 seconds of them switching to commission, I said I would be a commission agent. So I was actually a manager.
Because you make more money there.
100%. Like I was actually a manager with a small team. We did Murray Hill. It was like 4 neighborhood specialists, and in a meeting, Rob said we're switching to commission, and in front of my whole team, I said that I would be a commission agent. So then, I guess, I don't know, people either left or switched. Like that was, I don't know, I've noticed in the early days of Compass, it was kind of like get with it or get left behind. So I got on board. Yeah, I got with it.
You got with it. Yeah, you got with it. And then when did you decide to change completely to commercial and why?
The biggest reason was weekends. That was like the number one reason. At my first, I was like,
Yeah, I want my life back.
commercial agents don't work weekends. That was like a huge selling point. So that was number one. And then number two, I just thought I would like it better, like dealing with businesses. Just because I think residential agents are amazing at like marketing not only themselves but properties, and that's just never been my forte. The things I was good at, I don't think really helped me in residential, but I thought they may help me in commercial. And so when I switched, it like the first year was tough, but after the first year, everything I knew I made the right decision. Everything went really well.
Nice, cool. So Danielle, my co-host, has a few questions for you. They might be difficult, so if you can't answer them,
Ready for the
if
challenge.
you can't answer them, I'll call David Graff and I'll ask him.
Yeah, I'm a fraud.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face in commercial leasing?
Ooh, it's a low ball question. It's a little softball. Warming up.
Yeah, that's a warm up. I think the biggest challenges are just there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen on commercial deals. You're dealing with architects, contractors, designers, brokers, landlords, attorneys, the whole nine. So,
So my man. We got Chef Jack Harrison. No, it's good, brother. All good. Thank you for the bread, man. That was good.
I have a question for you. If I were to have a signed picture of Joe Jackson Gibbs in my house, do you think that it would increase the value by at least $200,000?
Maybe.
I would say at least two, maybe 250.
So, Joe Gibbs is one of our guys that we follow at NBC Sports. He's the lead reporter for the Redskins at NBC Sports Washington, and which is a pretty big job, right? Everybody in the DC metro area knows him. He's kind of like the guy. And if he wants to put his home on the market, and there were photos all over the house of him in like legendary DC sports figures in the DC market, and his home was in DC or in this DMV. We call it Denver, the DC Metro Virginia area, Maryland, Virginia area. If there was a photo of the reporter and a legendary coach of the Redskins, Joe Gibbs, you never heard of him, would it increase the value of the home? I would say yes.
I think in the DC metro area.
That's what I'm not saying. I'm not saying he's selling his house he's selling his house in Montauk.
I don't know about that.
No. But it would increase in equity. It would increase in equity. He's asking because he did a TV show about equity. Yeah.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Maybe don't.
I think if this guy was selling his home in Montauk and the photo was there, it's like no big deal. It's like who cares?
Who cares?
Or in Colorado or Jersey, like who cares?
What if it was in Silver Spring, Maryland?
Silver Spring, Maryland. There's a little bit of weight there. Oh, this home is owned by legendary reporter at NBC.
Might be a subconscious
I
thing
told-
too. Like they don't even realize there's something about that house I really liked it.
I showed a buyer a house that had photos of Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, George Bush, the original George Bush, and I was thinking, who is this? I looked into all of the murals that they had. It was a 60 Minutes report.
Oh, really?
This co-op in the Upper West Side. Yeah,
I think you told me that.
yeah, it was cool. So, it adds a little bit of that. Someone of importance has lived here. Like, it adds a little bit more mystique and equity.
Wouldn't you take some fucking pictures with you? If I was moving out of my house and a picture of Joe
Oh,
Jackson,
yeah.
I would fucking take it
Of
with me.
course, you would take it with you, but during the sale, it's gonna be hanging up. You're staging the shit out of that house.
Staging
Let's
plans.
go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's flaunt my status.
Another level. I don't think we're
Yeah, we're staging it basically. All this
Like
memorabilia.
having Joe Torre in a house here.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think people would do more.
You
I
have a-
swear to God, I
you have-
really think I would be I wouldn't even know probably, but I'd be like, there's something about that house
That it
I
makes
like.
me want it more.
Something about it.
Yeah, man.
I'm willing to pay another $250,000.
I wouldn't say that much, but it certainly does add a little bit of mystique and value to it. Yeah. So that's what your episode about raising equity is basically about.
That's what I got out of it.
Glad I'm inspired.
I would say there's two. One is that there's a lot of people involved on the deal. In residential or investment sales, it's a transfer of property. So the owner and the buyer don't really care so much about what the person's going to do with it when the deal's done.
Yeah.
In commercial leasing, it's a partnership for 10 years. So there's architects, GCs, landlords, attorneys, tenant, and brokers involved. So there's just a lot of people, and because it's a 10-year partnership, the deals could take forever. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two is you could lease a space to a restaurant, let's say, a gym, a clothing store. Each one of those deals is going to look different. So there's a lot of variables on each deal. So it's just, I would say, it's the time and the unknown of what every deal will present.
What's the typical timeline for tenant side specialist commercial broker to sign one deal?
It depends on the deal, but I could give one as let's say the last deal I did, 10-year deal for a psychology group. We probably passively looked for a year, but maybe really looked for a month, where we dug in. We found the space in a month, negotiated the letter of intent, LOI, for probably 3 weeks. Went to the attorneys, they drafted up the lease. The lease probably took 2 months, and now then the deal's done, you get half your commission. Then the landlord will build the space out to a certain extent, and the tenant builds the space out. That could be the next 3 to 6 months. Then there's a free rent period, and when that free rent period's over, I get my second payment. So between meeting the client to getting fully paid on a deal, it's a year to a year and a half. Doing the deal might be 3 months, but you're not going to get paid right away.
But just to clarify for some of our listeners, the commission structure is very different than residential. You actually get paid in subsequent years depending on the structure, right?
Well, it's usually the standard would be 2 or 3 payments. You always get one of those payments when the deal's done. One of the payments after the free rent period or possession of the space, and then one of those payments, if it's 3 payments, 6 months from then. So it'll be on signing 6 months.
And then for bigger leases, don't you get paid on the second year renewal or the third year renewal?
No, so let's say a 10-year lease, you're going to still get paid 2 or 3 payments. But in 10 years, if you're still their broker, and they renew, you'll get paid on the renewal. Also, if they sign a 3-year lease, in 3 years they renew, you get paid on the renewal.
I hope they renew. Or you're hoping to find something else.
Yeah, one or the other. Or that they don't, just hope they don't go out of business.
What's some of the coolest clients you've worked with so far?
Starting to get harder.
I would say it was definitely not the coolest deal because it was sort of a pain to do, but the coolest was probably one of the first medical marijuana dispensaries in New York.
Yes.
It's actually the first retail level one in New York. So that was kind of cool to work on. And then, that doesn't sound sexy, but the psychology group I work with is really cool. They're very cutting edge and they're a young company. So I've really enjoyed working with them.
Was it therapy or something?
They do this I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Oh, you get as general.
They do this thing called like TMS. It just seems like whatever they're doing, not a lot of people are doing, and it just seems very groundbreaking and interesting. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know what I'm allowed to like.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Do you prefer office or retail leasing and why?
Okay, definitely. So retail leasing's more exciting because it's like restaurants and like gyms and like the places you're gonna go. But as a broker, I definitely prefer office leasing because office. So from the tenant side, which is what I like to do most, like work with actual business, you get a full commission. So like, let's say the commission is $100,000. In a retail deal, each broker gets $50,000. On an office deal, the tenant broker gets $100,000 and the listing broker gets $50,000. So just from like a financial standpoint, I like office better. And the deals seem to be a little easier. I mean, they're still going to be difficult, but like retail, there's much more variables. Like if it's a restaurant, you need to worry about venting,
Liquor
licenses, and all this
permits.
stuff. So I think retail is almost more work for less money. It doesn't. I don't like the way that adds up. So yeah, probably office.
Makes sense. How has the commercial industry changed from when you first started 5 years ago to today?
The two biggest. So in the retail market, retail is like really. It's sort of like dead right now, and it might just be going through like an adjustment period, but no one really knows.
Is that because of Amazon?
Yeah, like Amazon kind of changed it. If you walk around New York, there's so many empty stores.
So many.
And it's so noticeable.
On the news all the time, too.
I know, it's crazy. And when I first got into retail, it was already starting, but it's actually shocking to see how bad it is now.
So you see the difference yourself.
100%. And it's so like retail businesses have to be more creative. The landlords are like really ready to make deals. I think if you have a retail business that you think could do well in this like climate, then it is a good time to open. Yeah. And then in office, the biggest change has been the co-working stuff, like WeWork and Hotel and all that. I actually like it because it absorbs the smaller tenants that I probably wouldn't really want to spend too much time on. It's easier to tell them to go to a WeWork or a hotel, and then when they grow out of that, come to us. The only thing though is that WeWork and hotel take a lot of space. A lot of the inventory is absorbed by them. But I think those are like the two biggest changes that I've seen.
Talking about empty retail spaces, I think Albany proposed a new legislation where the law mandates that the landlord must lease their space within a certain time period. Otherwise, they'll get fined or they'll get taxed by the government. What do you think about that?
I have a couple thoughts. So I think it's a good idea for some landlords because there's some landlords that are definitely greedy, maybe, that are just like holding out and they don't have debt on the building, so they're just gonna let their stores sit empty until like the accounts is back or until they find the right tenant. And sometimes they do that to a fault.
What do you mean by right tenant? You probably mean the tenant that's going to overpay or give them the money that they want to get.
Right tenant now is more likely like Starbucks, let's say.
Sure.
Just someone you know is not going to go out.
Sure.
So, and it's almost like it's like a gold. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like you could take that to a bank.
It's a pot of gold.
If you wanted to refinance, and it's like that lease is like ironclad. You know, it's Starbucks. They're never going to go out. Whereas if you have like a big coffee shop, it's a little risky, and a bank might not want to like give you some financing or whatever. So, but yeah, so I think it's good in some aspects. I don't think it's good for like certain. I feel like a lot of times a big reason the tenants are going out is because of not necessarily a greedy landlord, but really high real estate taxes. Retail tenants usually take on the biggest portion of the real estate tax because it's the most valuable piece of the building. They have to pay the increase on the taxes. So if the New York City taxes keep going up, retail tenants' tax liability goes up every year.
Sure.
And so a lot of times they go out of business because they're paying rent and then a huge tax bill also. So I think it's good to like incentivize landlords to lease their space, but I think there's another problem, and that's like taxes going up like crazy every year. It's like
driving
maybe
business
just don't
out.
do that, and that would be okay. Yeah.
Right. Okay. From Albany's perspective, all they see is landlords being evil. They see brokers maybe not necessarily in the best light either. The proposed government changes, I think, are somewhat an effect of Trump America being super right, and a state like New York, where it's very democratic, it's very liberal, are now polarizing. They're choosing sides, and they're becoming super left. Do you think that impact is? Have you seen that impact, or what do you think about that?
I don't know, it's an interesting point. I think that probably does play a role, but it plays a role, but it's making it like almost impossible to be a landlord in New York. I think there needs to be some middle ground.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
they're, on the residential side, they're freezing rent increases.
Yeah.
And on the commercial landlords have a lot to gain, sure, but they also take by far the most risk. Like think about how many restaurants fail in the first year, second year.
Yeah.
So in order to do a deal, the landlord's paying broker commissions, which is on a 10-year lease is about 4 months rent. They're usually giving a new tenant 6 months free, and then they're also paying attorney fees. They might put some work into the space. They're already a year in the hole before the lease is even signed. Not
Also
to mention
vacancy.
their mortgage payments.
Thinking about
And
vacancy.
So like they're taking huge risks. So it's like I agree some landlords are greedy, but there's a lot of landlords that just know like I'm not owning a building to lose money. You know, like the whole point is to like profit or at least like build equity into it and to make the numbers work.
Right. Yeah, that completely makes sense, and I think Trump being the big, we don't like to talk about politics here, just no religion, no politics, but Trump being Trump, and he is a quote-unquote big, bad landlord, the big developer, I think America in general, especially the democratic states, sees that as, an evil, a necessary evil that we must fight.
Yeah, but you'll get to a point where no one's going to want to own real estate.
Sure, and then I think the free market and the capitalistic market's eventually going to correct itself, and it's going to teach everybody a lesson.
Yeah,
Right.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to.
Okay, great. Let's see here. We're about to wrap up here. Thank you for your time. But do you have any other lasting things that you'd like to say about your business, your services to listeners?
Just if anyone is looking for a commercial space in New York, let me know.
What do you
Jake
specialize?
Velasquez at Compass. I specialize in tenant leasing.
I'll plug you at the end again. I'll plug you in the beginning too, but
Yeah, so mostly, so I specialize mostly in office tenant leasing. I also do retail. I would say most of my business is within the medical community. So if you're a doctor, if you need space, let me know. And if you need an apartment, let Tom and Nick know. Yeah, thanks for having me.
all right. Thank you for listening to Real Talk. Danielle's going to sign off.